City and my listeners around the world. This is your host, Elizabeth Tripp. I'm live here at Gotham Podcast Studios in New York City. It's Wednesday evening, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I'm hosting another incredible edition of Nourish the Soul podcast. I'm so excited to be here. I've crafted something really special for you guys, and I'm just so excited to be able to come on and share my messages. And we're going to be talking about, really playing big with your life. How exciting is that? Just the title sounds so exciting. And it's really something that I've been enjoying doing in my life, really creating bigger things, really, offering up some space in my life to really transform my purpose or my career in a new way. So I'm really excited for it. And I want to share it with all of you guys. So before we get started today, I want to share a little bit about myself. So maybe this is your first time tuning in. We are live streaming on YouTube, and you can find Nourish the Soul on YouTube by just simply clicking and searching Nourish the Soul. You can also, if you do miss these episodes, tune in to iTunes or Stitcher or Spotify and download them every Friday. So that's always a good way to stay up to date. But I want to share a little bit about myself because it allows for you guys to all more deeply connect to who I am and why I'm here and why I come and do these shows. So it truly is not just to hear myself talk, even though I really do enjoy that. I do these shows to really bring, light into your life, to help you illuminate something that you've been thinking that perhaps maybe isn't serving you. And perhaps you're looking to really break through or, move away from and clear out and toss out. So I am a life activator. And what that is someone who empowers somebody to create a purposeful life while really being, this catalyst for spiritual and physical and mental transformation. So when working with me, we can really, really get to the bottom of the real root of your life issues and just clear them away and simply begin to design and create a life that you truly desire. The body that you want, the career that you want, the purposeful, fulfilling, really, awe-inspiring kind of, existence. I know you want that and you deserve it. You really do. All of us do. And that's something that I believe, that we all deserve to live our best version of ourselves. So, as a life activator, I really help people start to make that a reality. Really, help them start to get on the path of what has meaning and what has purpose for them in their life by kind of digging out all the crappy stuff or all the things that have been holding us back and, all the fears we've been feeling that are creating these small kind of boxes that we're living in. So if you want a bigger box, then you're listening into the right kind of podcast, because we're going to play big with our lives tonight. We're going to really allow ourselves to kind of, through the storytelling that I share, help to connect to what it is that we experienced that led us to create a fear or a limitation for ourselves. So my stories allow for us to look into, the sort of shared life experiences that we all go through. And that underneath it, there's this beautiful, sort of connection, this underlying thought or belief or feeling that we've all at one time have felt that has kept us playing in a sandbox that's too small for ourselves. Yet at the time, we didn't know how to get out of it. It felt really painful. So I've been there. I've been in that place, and I want to share that with you. And the other part is that I do this for a living. It's something that I do on a full-time basis. I have a private practice here in Flatiron, and it's also called Nourish the Soul. And I love, love, love working with people. And I love really helping people step into a new way of being. And so I've developed this really cool program, one of these, amazing sort of high level programs that people are, bringing to people who are searching for something in their life. So, in a big way, and in a way that, you're ready to really take your life to, another playing field. So, the thing that I love about this is that I empower you to become the master creator of your life. You come to me and you can tell me what you want to create and what's been holding you back and how you want to get there. And if we determine this is the right partnership for us, will take you there. I will get to the root of the bottom of what's holding you back. We'll start getting into that, design phase and into an empowerment phase and into this really activation phase. Well, you'll start by the end of 6 months working with me, really begin leading the life that you have dreamed of. And I couldn't be more happier to do this. This is so much fun for me. So, if you are really looking to, get present to your soul's calling, maybe transform your body in a very big way, you want to, get ready for a big event or a life event that's happening for you, or if you really can't, think of a better way to live than to serve our world in some capacity, if you want to do some service and you don't know how to get out of the 9 to 5 and you have just a deep pull to do something bigger than yourself, then I'm the type of person you want to connect with. And matter of fact, if this is reaching you in any way, just head over to my website. It's nourishthesoul.nyc. And there you can scroll through the different services that I have, but book yourself a free 45-minute design and discovery call with me. There's nothing you can really lose because it's free, and we get to sit down, chat, we can Skype, we can phone call, and you can tell me what you're looking to achieve. And so I want you to do that if you're listening to me tonight and you're feeling a curiosity about me and more about what I want to do for you and the things that I would love to be able to create for you. So let's get started. Let's get started on the podcast. You guys are dying to hear about let's play big with our lives. Me too. This is such a fun topic for me. So let's get rocking and rolling. And it's going to be a special time for us tonight to really sit back and relax and go on a journey of self-discovery, because I believe that we are all guided to this show in particular, in my work, for a reason greater than ourselves. I believe there is a life force that actually brings us together and, in many serendipitous ways, catalyzes an unfolding of ourselves, who we really want to be, and who we're wanting on our most deeper level to uncover for ourselves. That's what happens when you get drawn to my work. Something I'm talking about or saying or sharing with you is going to reach you on a level that is meant for you to be able to move out of something that's been holding you back, or a perception you've been holding that isn't serving you anymore. That's the magic of my work, and I love it. I really do. It's really, really, really beautiful stuff, and I'm just so passionate about it. So I come on here every week to share my passions, to really share my messages, and to, in hopes, illuminate your life path, the journey that you're on, to shift it in some way, because that's all I really want to do. And I've been so blessed to discover that. I call it a soul's purpose. It's such a special thing because it feels so powerful to me. And I get to live such an incredible life as a result. And I want that for you. So let's get started by really letting your mind be at ease. It's funny, life can happen around us and we can say, life is driving me nuts. But the thing is that we are these very powerful beings. And no matter what the circumstances are in life, We have the power to choose how we want to react. And we can at any moment choose who we want to be. And so tonight, I want you to choose, if willing and open, to allow your mind to be at ease and to allow your heart to open and to explore how to play big in your life. You guys want to do that with me? Excellent. So here's what I want us to do. I want to bring you guys on like a little mini meditation here. And what I want you guys to do here is I want you to imagine if you could effortlessly and easily do what you love without limitation, without reservation, without any fear. Do what you love or be who you want to be without any reservation, without any limitation, without any fear. So do what you love and be who you really want to be. So think about that. Take a moment and close your eyes and let's explore this space, a space where you can be just how you want to be and do what you love, to really be in your dream, you. And so just imagine if you could do anything in the world, any kind of service, any kind of work, and you could look any kind of way, and you could dress in any kind of clothes, and you could live in any kind of space. What would this look like for you? What would it be like? And just let your mind wander here. And just be in that thought. Allow yourself to say, I'd love to do this, and see yourself really helping people in a big way, spreading messages around the world, or maybe sitting on a beach and relaxing and drinking a beautiful, cocktail, or, living in a really spacious and airy and zen-like space, or dating the right person and they just love you so much and you just have such an awesome relationship, or you're on the big screen, or you're an anchor on a TV show, or you're creating screenplays, or you're on the stage. Whatever you want, this is your time. Just think about it and give yourself that permission to immerse yourself in that vision. It feels good, doesn't it? To just see your body the way you want it to be. Just see what you want to do. But wait a second. Wait. I'm hearing something, and, there's interference actually here. And I want you guys to let me know, when you do this visual, do you have a nagging feeling or a conversation that keeps showing up for you? I could never do this, or it wouldn't be possible for me, or that's just so far off. It just isn't in the realm of possibility. I'm not that lucky. So wait a second. These do not sound like words of an infinitely powerful being, a real child of the universe. Okay, I get it, guys. I get it. So we're not there yet, and that's okay, because you don't have to be. And that can just be a concept. And really, it is, and it does feel in your reality something far off and not possible. And here's the thing, I've been there. I've felt that way. I know what this feels like. And so I can remember about 4 years ago how I shifted out of this thinking and into a whole new way of being. I used to let my fears, similar to what I was hearing when we were doing that meditation, really live my life for me. The fact that I had these fears, they started to create more limitation for me. I started to feel so frustrated and so unhappy in the life that I was leading. It was like I was stuffing myself into a jar, and I I was always trying to screw the lid on. And it was like my soul self wanted to pop out and just like, break free. But my human self had no idea how to actually unscrew or uncork or really get myself out of what I've created or what I had been living, because it felt so painful. And so I want to tell you a story. I want to bring you guys on this tale with me, because it really was not that far ago. It was not that long ago. It really felt like, a couple years ago, my life felt very small. And I felt just so trapped by my emotions, really ridden with fear and doubt and worry and, overwhelmed by things. I remember feeling shameful about myself. And I can remember one day, it was a spring day, and I was walking in Central Park, and there were these beautiful flowers around me, and things were budding and blossoming. Yet I could not see the beauty that existed, because deep within me, I felt hopeless and sad and lost. I hadn't heard from my on again, off again boyfriend in 24 hours. And it had left a really big pit in my stomach. You know, thoughts of what I had done wrong. How come he wasn't answering? What if he's just going to leave me? There must have been something I could have done better. And just leaving me feeling so low and so confused. And I thought to myself fleetingly, I deserve better. But I'd grown up thinking, well, maybe this time it will work out, and maybe this time this person will commit to me. And then I thought, well, at my age, could I get anybody better? It's going to be so hard to start all over again. And all I ever want is to be happy and to be successful. And I thought, I have the education, I'm outgoing, I'm smiley, and people like me. But no, I just can't start over. I can't start over, and I care about this person, so I can't leave them, and that would be so hard. And who would I be, and what would I do, and where would I go, and how would I carry on? And wow, I felt so tired. And I felt like, I just keep doing the same thing over and over again, day in and day out. Show up to my 9 to 5, talk to people about changes they're never going to make. I just felt so unfulfilled. I knew there was something greater. I didn't know how to access it. I didn't know how to lead the life I truly dreamed of, how to truly be happy, successful, and in a relationship that I deserved. So feeling unfulfilled, I mulled over in my mind my relationship, my career, my purpose. I was stuck in fear. And all the how could I's and all the what ifs. What if they don't want me? What if nobody else will want to date me? What if I can't start a private practice? I can't leave my 9 to 5. I can't move somewhere. It's all going to be it's going to be hard. So I limited myself. And it finally got to the point. It got to the point where I struggled to keep commitments, really show up to work, take care of myself. I'd call in sick. I'd cancel plans with friends. My family noticed. I was incredibly unhappy, really ridden in a lot of worry, and feeling like I was living in a box that was way too small for my spirit. Really, truly unhappy. So it wasn't until I met my coach that I broke free of my fears, my worries. he had this really beautiful way of helping me see exactly what were the root causes of why I was feeling the way I was feeling, where I had picked that up from, what I had experienced, the things that had shaped my perception that I didn't have to carry any longer, that they weren't even mine to begin with, and that once I learned to release them, once I saw what I needed for myself, I could get freedom. I could be happy. I could live my dream. So that's when my life started to transform. I let go of what happened to me in the past, what created this old programming, and I cleared it out. I really let go. I let go of a lot of things, but really I let go of the limits I had put on myself. Self-sabotaging limits, fear-based limits that came out of these little things that happen. There were some big things that, transpired, but once I saw why they happened, it was no question. I can let that go. So now, wow, now I feel really happy. And I've developed this really beautiful relationship with the Creator, with God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, this life force energy that I welcome into my life. And just incredible things happen as a result. And I get to help people in such an awesome, fulfilling way that anybody that I meet, even if it's a stranger on the street, if I can share with you something that can shift your perspective, I have accomplished my soul's purpose. I have gone big with myself and allowed myself to do it. I can go to that dance class. I can go on that trip. I can live in that apartment. I can travel around the world. I can eat what I want. I can be that person that when I closed my eyes and I thought of them, that I always wanted to be. Because there's no limitation and there's no fear. So here's the thing, guys. This podcast is about playing big in your life. And if you want to play big in your life, you have to be willing to let go of big things. Things that don't serve you. Things that I call old programming. We all have it. We all have it. I'm saying I'm not spared. I had it. I still, in some ways, challenge that old programming. I often will walk around and I'll think, that's my old way of thinking. And then I'll smile and I'll invite my new way in. I'll just feel so good and I'll say this, I like this better. So we all have it. We've been hardwired to. And we look through that lens and it's like redesigning a room. So, if we want to redesign a room and we keep all the old stuff in it, the room isn't going to look any different. It's not going to fit. It still won't be the way we want it. So when we redesign a room, we actually have to let go of things in the room. So if you want to redesign your life, if you want to play big in your life, you've got to let go of things that don't fit anymore. You've got to let go of the things that are actually causing you sabotage, that are really keeping you worried and in doubt and in pain. Because if I didn't let go, I would be in a relationship that was causing me so much pain and suffering, and really keeping me away from showing up for myself, from going to work, from discovering who I was, to quitting my job, to opening up a practice, to landing the podcast, to then creating these big partnerships, to, gosh, who knows what's next. If I hadn't let go, if I hadn't gotten to the bottom of those things, really saw that old programming, I don't think I'd be here today. And you know what? That's okay, because sometimes our life brings us on that path. But I'm offering you an alternative solution, something that you can do that's easy. I like to make my work easy for you. So I love to help people. I love to hit that button. And here's the message I want you to hear. We are energy beings, and we've come into this world by the grace of a natural intelligence that has created the world in itself. Everything that we are is outside of us. We are the plants, the flowers, the people, the places. Because here's the thing, life outside of us is merely a reflection of ourself, of our programming. So if we change the way we think and if we transform the way we feel, our life follows suit. And it can reach so many places: career, body, relationships, everything. That's the cool part. So all these people, places, and things that show up to activate your life, who you truly want to be. You're not listening to me for just some coincidence. There's a reason. So you can design the life you want if you shift the way you're thinking, if you can really see that there's something that holds you back, the what ifs, the why should I, and let yourself get to the bottom of it. And if you replay a lot of my podcasts, you'll see, boy, a lot of it came from the past, and nothing wrong with that, because that's the way this life journey is designed. And I love the people that birthed me. I love them so much. And I'm so grateful for them. And it's such a magical thing to be able to have that, gratitude and that space within myself for my life and for what I experienced. And that we all are going through this together. Nobody's spared. So if you enjoyed tonight's podcast, I really, truly want you to visit my website, nourishthesoul.nyc. You can also get a free 10-minute guided release anxiety meditation and step into and really awaken your inner Zen. It's free for all those who head over to my website. And I look forward to, touching base next week and starting off May in a new beautiful space with all of you. And remember, you can play big with your life. When you want to play big, you got to let go of some big things. And I'm exactly the person that can empower you to do that. Activate your life. So with that being said, signing out, love and light. This is Elizabeth Tripp. I will see you soon.